Baruch Hashem, it is day number 218 of our daily study of Rambam Sefer HaMitzvos. In the 3 chapters a day of Mishnah Torah, we're continuing in Hilchas Shara Veisa Tuma, the primary sources of impurity, chapters 3, 4, and 5. Our mitzvah today is a repeat. Positive Commandment 96, which we had yesterday, and that is the ritual impurity entailed from contact with an animal carcass, with what we call a nevela. Okay, since it's a repeat, I'll share with you more of the contents of this mitzvah. It happens to be actually that in this mitzvah, Positive 96, the Rambam gives a general overview into the laws of Tumah V'Tara, the laws of ritual impurity and purity, and explains about the nature of these mitzvahs. He says that when there's a mitzvah about a certain type of impurity, and you should be familiar with this because we've had this a bunch of times, right? Okay. When there's a mitzvah regarding a certain type of impurity, it's not a mitzvah in the sense like normally we have a mitzvah of do this, don't do that. In other words, the Rambam says, it's not telling you go ahead and make yourself impure in this way, obviously not. But neither is it saying you have a mitzvah to avoid becoming impure in this particular way. The Rambam says that's not the mitzvah. In fact, if a person wants to, he can be impure. It's not a transgression to become impure. Now, I'll just say as a side point, we know that there are certain things that are prohibited to do while impure, but that's a separate issue. Okay, like you're not allowed to enter the Beis HaMikdash while impure. But that's a separate issue. What I'm saying is being impure itself is not a prohibition. So the Rambam explains when there's a mitzvah that is a particular type of impurity, the mitzvah is not telling you be impure, don't be impure. The mitzvah rather is, I guess we would say it's descriptive rather than proscriptive. It's stating a fact. If you do this, like for instance, in this mitzvah here, if you touch an animal carcass, you do become impure. That's just the fact. It's not telling you to touch one or not to touch one. It's saying what will happen if you do touch one. Okay, that makes sense? All right, that was our mitzvah today, and we'll see you for more, God willing, tomorrow.